Hey, good morning. Thanks for joining us for the News 12 FastCast. I'm Nick Proto. 7:30 here on our Thursday, December 5th. City and county leaders are under pressure to get hurricane debris cleaned up in time for FEMA reimbursement. The deadline for full FEMA reimbursement is 20 days away as we wake up to day 70 of cleanup efforts. Privately, some leaders say they've expressed doubt about meeting that deadline, saying April is a more realistic timeline. Judging from the piles, the CSRA has a long way to go with cleanup. But in 70 days, the latest numbers have come in. In Columbia County, they've picked up more than 1.4 million cubic yards of debris. Each cubic yard is about a washing machine full, and that's about 428 Olympic-sized swimming pools. Richmond County's picked up more than 1.8 million cubic yards of debris. 567 Olympic-sized swimming pools. North Augusta has picked up more than 47,000 yards, cubic yards, which is about 14 Olympic pools with a long road ahead. Leaders say depending on where you live, the status of your pickup could be very different from someone else.
They've picked up quite a bit. I mean, across the street where those power lines are, it was, 15, 20 feet high, and they've basically cleared all that out. I mean, they have gotten a lot on that side.
Augusta leaders plan to hold town hall meetings for updates from 6 to 7:30. The first meeting is next Tuesday at the Warren Road Community Center. The following Tuesday, it'll be at Diamond Lakes. We have more details on our website, WRDW.com. Debris cleanup doesn't just stop at front yards. Several Augusta cemeteries are still closed off to families as chains and locks bar entrances because of storm damage. It's causing concern for some who tell us they visit their loved ones for comfort. But it's been nearly 3 months now, and they say they haven't been able to get that. We just told you about the progress being made across the city with debris cleanup, but it seems like time's at a standstill at local cemeteries.
My mother's birthday was November the 3rd. My father's birthday was October the 11th. I like to come down and just bring some flowers, and of course you can't come in.
Officials say they'll be getting to work on parks and cemeteries soon, and they've made provisions for burials. They say their priority is completing first passes in neighborhoods and hard-hit areas. A felony suspect is on the run in Lincoln County after officials claim he escaped arrest twice. He's on your screen now. 45-year-old Evan Bowler wanted on felony charges. Deputies say they were called to Chamberlain Ferry Road Tuesday night about domestic abuse. A map of the area is on your screen now. Officials say Bowler ran into the woods when he got there. Deputies say they found drugs and a fully loaded gun inside that home. The sheriff's office tells us Bowler returned home after they left, so they sent the Columbia County SWAT team out there. And officials say he ran away again. Lincoln County Sheriff's Office says he is considered armed and dangerous, so if you see him, just give them a call. Attorneys for the father of the suspected Appalachia High School shooter are working to get his charges dropped. Colin Gray faces 29 counts, including second-degree murder and cruelty to children. He pled not guilty last month. The request argues his indictment isn't specific enough about how he allegedly committed the crimes. He's accused of giving his 14-year-old son the gun used during the shooting that killed 4 people and injured 9 others. Orangeburg County deputies are investigating a deadly shooting from this past weekend. The sheriff's office says it happened at the SC Motorplex drag strip on Saturday, and they found a 40-year-old man dead. His identity has not yet been released. The sheriff's office says multiple people were also hurt from that shooting. They think the main suspect had a fight with someone before shooting. They're asking if you have any pictures or videos from that night to send them to the sheriff's office. You can call the number right here on your screen to find out how. We've got a couple of road closures we're tracking for the rest of the week. Just south of Thompson, there's a 4-way stop at State Highway 17 and the Thompson bypass. A contractor got clearance for crews to work on a new roundabout. Lanes should be adjusted for you to get through. The project should be finished by the spring of 2026. Then 2 road closures are planned for this year's Christmas in Columbia County today. Main Street and Market Street will be closed at 7 o'clock this morning until midnight. On Saturday, there will be a lane closure on Rice Road at the Barnes Avenue intersection at Fort Eisenhower. Crews will be at work from 8 to 10 on the north side, then 10 to noon on the south side of that intersection. Remember, if you don't have a warm place to stay, you don't have to be in the cold overnight. The City of Augusta Transit is offering free rides to overnight shelters. You have to have clearance and an ID first, and you can complete a background check and get documentation at the Richmond County Sheriff's Office. Go before 5 o'clock. If it's after 5 o'clock or you can't visit their records bureau, call 706-821-1080 and a deputy will come to you. Once you get clearance, Augusta Transit will pick people up at the Broad Street Transfer Facility or the May Park Community Center. They'll take you to the Center of Hope, Garden City Rescue Mission, or the Augusta Rescue Mission. The bus runs continuously until 8 o'clock. If you're in need of a ride, you can call 706-821-1719 before 8 o'clock. A Christmas miracle came early for kids impacted by road tragedies. The South Carolina Highway Patrol filled up more than 140 kids' shopping carts at its annual Shop with a Cop event yesterday. Those kids and their families flooded the stores and wiped the shelves clean at Walmart in Aiken. Highway Patrol says it's all about uplifting families who have been impacted by highway tragedies while also showing they're here for the community on and off the highways.
These kids have seen so much. They have dealt with so much, and mental health is real, is really impactful, and it brings joy to my heart for these kids to be able to have this opportunity.
Highway Patrol says so far fatal crashes are down with more troops on the road for the holiday season. They're also urging you to slow down, stay alert, and of course don't text and drive and don't drink and drive. And another way you can put smiles on kids' faces this holiday season is the Toys for Tots donations. You can drop off your toys from 8:30 to 5 Monday through Friday right here at our station, 1226 Gray Way, just near the Dave & Buster's and Olive Garden before you get to Costco. Toys for Tots collects new unwrapped toys for kids in need so they have gifts to open on Christmas Day. That's it for the news side of things this morning. Let's send it over now to First Alert meteorologist Tim Strong.
All right, it's not as cold this morning. That's a little sigh of relief, but it's windy. Gusty winds expected this morning and through the rest of the afternoon. Lake wind advisory, it's going into effect already till 4 p.m. And those winds will be gusting between 25 plus through the early part of the afternoon. We've already had winds gusting at 25 here this morning between Augusta and Aiken. Slower wind values come in for tomorrow, but even with a light breeze tomorrow, the air gets colder here. Let's look at current winds right now. Sustained between 12 and 16 from Augusta to Aiken. In Columbia, it's windy. If you're headed to I-20 into the Midlands there, you're going to run into a windy commute, but gusts are already continuing at 20 miles per hour here. Now we're looking at 51. How about a big warm up from yesterday where we bottomed out with lower 20s? We're looking at a range of about 25, 26 degrees. Warmer today than yesterday. Winds 11 out of the southwest, so we're not battling a wind chill value right now. But anywhere between up around the lake all the way south, it's 50-degree temperatures, 48 to 54, Barnwell to Bamberg. Well, decreasing clouds. We do have quite a bit of cloud cover overhead this morning, keeping it a bit overcast as we peer out of I-20 in Grovetown. 60s this afternoon with sunshine later today, and then a drop into the 40s by sunset. It's going to get so much colder into tomorrow morning and into the start of the weekend. Finally, some rain returning, but not until the start of next week. We'll hold off rain chances from today through the end of the weekend, but about a 3-day stretch. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday of next week, that chance for rain will be in there. So here's where we start looking at our front moving through, getting that wind turning more to the north overnight, not as windy, but the air temperatures will tell the story of just how cold it's going to get. Mid-20s tomorrow, lower to mid-20s into Saturday, freezing temps at least until Sunday morning, but a nice jump back into a warmer outlook, upper 60s and low 70s with that chance of showers Monday through Wednesday of next week. Have a great day.